Fallout 4 is a game rated M by the ESRB. Hello and welcome back to more StephenPlays Fallout 4. On the last episode, we continued with, I guess, both the main story and the Brotherhood of Steel missions, which was cool, a big story-packed episode, and it ultimately led us to the Prydwen. We're up in the air, folks. We're up in this sweet blimp. And Cait is here also. I don't know where she is. I have no idea. Oh, there she is. She disappeared for a moment. So today, our agenda is to go inside the Prydwen, hear this Elder Maxson guy, and then eventually get started on the Lost Patrol, because now that we've met Captain Kells, we can turn in our thing to that person. Yes, Cait. I probably wouldn't believe it. Let's go inside the Prydwen command deck and meet the Elder. Okay. I'm assuming over there is where we need to go, so I'm going to head down here. What's up?
Excuse me.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why take the chance?
Good point, good point.
Excuse me.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner.
I don't like getting shot, which I think most people feel. Oh, CIT recon report. Play.
Recon report. Knight Wagner recording. It appears the intel claiming the old CIT ruins house an entrance to the Institute was incorrect. My scouts and I spent days combing the location for a way in and turned up nothing, other than a couple of minor casualties. When a contingent of synths boxed us into an old tunnel where we were sniffing around. My immediate recommendation would be to follow the trail back on whoever provided that intel. I suspect some wastelander is feeding Proctor Quinlan lies to earn some caps.
Someone gonna die. Someone gonna die. Is there other stuff around? I can just... Empty blood sack. Oh boy. Pulse mine. See, I'm part of the crew now, so I can just have all this stuff, which is nice. But I should probably go meet the Elder. That is the reason I am here.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction, and most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute, a malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute's scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth, a robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Well, his heart's in the right place, at least.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life. You should see the capital wasteland.
I have, actually. Been there, done that several years ago. Everyone doing alright? Elder?
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
Care about them? I thought we were preparing for war.
The Brotherhood is here to prevent a war by starting one of our own. The difference is, our war won't reduce civilization to ashes.
What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking responsibility for this planet. To start making a difference. And from what I've read in Paladin Danse's reports, you've already begun that journey. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I mean, I have like 7 of them, but sure, thanks.
A knight? What is this, the Dark Ages?
Judging from the state of the world, it wouldn't be a stretch to say we're living in that era again. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
Huh. Okay, report to Paladin Danse, open your personal storage container. Alright. That takes me to the main deck. I guess that's where we're gonna go. Let's go check it out.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight.
Now, I am trying to stay on the good side of all of the different factions for as long as I possibly can. So I'm not, like, joining the Brotherhood of Steel or anything. I mean, I guess I have, but, you know, I'm not siding with them or anything. I just want to get a little bit further into this.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just, what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing.
Okay.
Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Firing.
All right. Everything looks nominal.
Let's see, what's...
Scuttle the ship.
I hear a kitty.
Sure. Anytime.
I definitely hear a kitty. Please tell me there's a kitty here. Because that makes everything... Brotherhood is best faction. Joining Brotherhood. Grit Jones is storage. Fusion core, fusion cell. Okay, got it. And I guess this is mine. They gave me a rifle. This isn't mine, but I will take it anyway because I love ammo. What you gonna do? I work here! That's right, keep walking. What is this? More stuff that is mine. This all belongs... This kickball is mine. Where's that cat? I hope I'm not going crazy. I swear I heard a cat. Oh, here's where the cat's been. It puked all over the place. No, I don't see the...
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Thanks. But you're a knight captain. That seems better.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility. But we'll get the job done.
Alright, let me bring up the data here, because I'm not even technically on a mission. Report to Paladin Danse. Let's turn it on so we actually know where Paladin Danse is. He's down this way. Oh, hey man, how's it going?
So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Danse?
Paladin Danse.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxson?
He said that I'm now in charge of everything, and you owe me $20.
Maxson seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxson's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Good. Because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I don't want anything slowing us down. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Never even touched a gun till I was in basic training.
Do you need to come with me now?
It might help if I tagged along with you. On the other hand, you might want to make your first impression without a paladin standing over your shoulder. It's up to you.
Right. Of course.
I'll go it alone for now, and come find you when I'm ready.
Suit yourself. I'll be in the mess hall if you need me.
Alright. Shadow Steel's now complete, which is good. Gives us a nice little experience boost. It also opens up Paladin Danse to be a companion, which is exciting. I actually did have a few people telling me that it would be nice to take Paladin Danse with me on the Lost Patrol. Darn it. Crap.
this ready.
That's probably... I hear that cat again.
People that won't listen to us.
Where is that
We'll
cat?
be the only ones
There you are.
Running into people that are threatening.
I'm glad you're moving. For a minute I was concerned. I have had a few people telling me that it would be a really good idea to take Paladin Danse with me, and there's like unique dialogue and stuff, so maybe... God, I hate to alter the plans here. Maybe I could finish Cait and then grab Danse and do the Lost Patrol? Of course, then I'll have Danse, and then I'll be working with Danse on his stuff. Alright, well, I'm not going to think too much about it. I only got this episode and next episode to pre-record, and then you guys can start giving feedback again. I was planning on doing the Lost Patrol, but because it might be a good idea to take Danse, maybe I'll take Cait on some other things. Cait's gotta be close. She's gotta be so close to granting me her perk. And there's other things that we can do. It doesn't have to be here on the Prydwen. So let's take a look at what we have in our data. We've had a few people recommending the last voyage of the USS Constitution. So that one could be a fun one to do. We've got a few other random things here and there. I'm thinking that maybe we'll take care of some of these quick miscellaneous quests that have just been laying around for a while. I think we'll do that, and that'll give me enough time to figure out if I should be taking Danse on the Lost Patrol, because now he's available as a companion. I'm like, oh, well, crap. I didn't think that he'd be available so quickly, so I guess we'll just start at the bottom. Special delivery. Talk to Jack Cabot. I was offered a job from a ghoul named Edward Deegan. If I'm interested, I need to travel to Cabot House in downtown Boston and talk to someone named Jack Cabot. Okay, and where is this? Cabot House. Apparently we've walked by it before, so let's go there now. Ah, so this is the Cabot House. Now that thing is friends with me, right? Like, we're cool? Because we were here before and it just asked me to stay off the grass, which, you know, I wasn't on the grass. Hey, buddy.
Authorized personnel only.
Go away.
I'm here to talk to Jack Cabot.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in.
Does your robot know that? God.
Let's go meet the boss.
Oh, hi.
What is this place?
Better to let Jack answer that. Come on.
Well, looks like we're in for a very interesting mission. Holy crap, this is nice.
Jack, the new guy is here.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
What is this place?
This is my ancestral home. The Cabots have always lived here, since long before the Great War. If you're asking what we're still doing here, with Boston in its current sad state, well, that's a story for another time, perhaps.
Edward said you needed to talk to me before he hired me?
Yes, Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat.
There might be some valuable stuff inside. Let's go check it out.
Cait, they can hear you.
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't
for...
interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not talking about flying saucers and little green men. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
You think aliens created human civilization?
This is plain daft, is what it is.
Yes, if by alien you mean a non-human precursor to the commonly understood founding cultures. Sumer, Egypt, Assyria. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even, clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment?
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
That was interesting.
Good. If you like that kind of thing, you've come to the right place. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
For starters, what's this package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
I have some questions.
Shoot.
Why does Jack have people guarding an old insane asylum?
I don't mind you asking questions. As long as you don't mind me not answering them. If it was important to what I was asking you to do, I'd tell you. In this case, it isn't. You all set then?
How did this package go missing?
The courier got there and picked up the package just fine, but never got back here. Could be simple bad luck, or it could be a deliberate ambush. That's why I'm sending you. It's important that you recover the missing package. Anything else?
What's this missing package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. Are we good here?
Nothing else.
Okay. They're expecting you over at Parsons, so you'd better get going.
Huh. This is already turning into a very, very interesting and peculiar mission. And I believe I'm allowed to, like, walk around, so I think I'll look around just because this is the nicest house we have been in. The nicest place we have been in since the beginning of Fallout that I can remember. This place is beautiful.
Ah, you're back. Do you need something?
I was intrigued by your theory about an ancient alien civilization.
Actually, it was my father's theory. Now proven beyond doubt, although only to me, unfortunately. And there aren't many archaeology journals publishing these days.
You have proof.
Enough to satisfy me. He only made a single expedition to the Lost City, but he brought back enough to show beyond a doubt that the city he found wasn't made by or for human beings. Millennia older than the earliest human civilizations, but with technology that seems to have surpassed our own. And yet, everything about it is strange. Disturbing geometries, tools not made for human hands, carvings that hint at dimensions beyond our own.
What was your father's theory?
He believed that all of the earliest human civilizations shared some common parent that was unknown to history. Think of Atlantis. The myth of an advanced civilization destroyed by a cataclysm is shared by many widely separated ancient cultures. Eventually, he found what he was looking for. A lost city, buried beneath the sands of the empty quarter of the Arabian desert.
You said your father found a lost city?
Yes, he spent years looking, and was widely ridiculed by the so-called experts. I'm ashamed to say even I doubted him. But in the end, he found it. A lost city, buried in the sands of the Rub al-Khali, the empty quarter of Arabia.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
All right.
What's going on at that old insane asylum?
I carry out some of my research there. That's all you need to know.
The more I know, the better I'll be at my job.
Well, I suppose that may be true. My father is confined in Parsons. For his own safety and everyone else's. He became dangerously unstable after handling an ancient artifact he found in Arabia. I've spent my life trying to figure out how to cure him. Any more questions?
Ah, so now it's coming out.
Quite a place you've got here. Amazing that it survived the war.
Thank you. I try not to take it for granted. We were definitely more fortunate than most. It hasn't been easy keeping it up to pre-war standards, but we do what we can. Are we done?
How'd your father manage to travel to Arabia with the world blown to hell?
Ah, well, that was before the war, when he was a young man.
Come on. The war was 200 years ago.
You know your history. Most people don't grasp how long ago the war really was. One of the effects of my father's illness was a slowing or arresting of the aging process. So, yes, he is well over 200 years old, as you suspected. Are we done?
I've got to get going.
All right.
That was insightful, and also... You want to have a chat?
Do you have a minute? I think we should talk.
You get to talk to me in the really, really nice house.
I always have time to listen to you, Cait.
Good. Because this isn't easy for me to say, and I want to get it right. Where do I begin? Did you know I spent 3 years fighting at the combat zone? 3 years of getting beaten to hell by a bunch of losers and lunatics. After the matches were over, I'd spit out the blood, stitch me wounds, and do a couple of shots of psycho to keep me going. I fucking hated it. I hated the crowds, I hated the other fighters, and I hated myself. I never understood why I put myself through all that. Until now. It was because I was alone. And I think deep down, I wanted to die. I wanted one of my opponents to crush the life out of me, the easy way out.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Damn it. I've never been good at these things. My life's been nothing but one huge failure after another. You've heard all my stories, and you know the prices I've paid. There were a few times, when things got really bad, that I found myself staring down the barrel of my own shotgun. I don't know why I didn't pull the trigger. I guess I was praying that I could find a single decent scrap of humanity in this fucked up world. And then, what you did for me back there at Vault 95, it was like the answer to those prayers. That's the first time in me life I've fully depended on someone else, and they didn't let me down. God damn it, I'm making a mess of this.
It's all right, Cait. Let it all out.
I'll be fine. I just need to be getting to the point. The longer we've been spending time together, the more I'm beginning to realize what you mean to me. And I'm not just talking about you watching me back or sharing a drink together. I mean more than that. Before we met, I'd never let me guard down around anyone. I didn't dare. But with you, I feel like I can let you in and see me for everything that I am. For better or for worse. Look, I can't go back to the way things were before we met. I won't. But what I need you to do is look me in the eyes and tell me you feel something too.
Wow. Cait really went forward with that. Very forward. But hey, I'm feeling it, Cait. You got that hard hat. You got that rib cage. And also, I'm gonna be honest, you probably connected more with Grit than any other prior companion.
Of course I do. I'm in love with you, Cait.
You're what? You said you're in love with me. I didn't know. I mean, I felt something between us, but I thought it was something else. Why? Why would you fall in love with someone as screwed up as I am?
Because you're special to me, Cait. And I don't think I'd be happier with anyone else.
You really mean that? This has to be the first time I put all my cards on the table and didn't end up losing everything. You don't know how much this means to me. To have someone special in my life. I promise you. I mean to make the most of it.
Having reached the highest level of affinity with Cait, you have gained the Trigger Rush perk. Grit Jones, Polyamorous Incorporated. Let me go ahead and take a look at what that perk does, because I actually don't know. Trigger happy, trigger happy. I got an AK-47. Well, you know what makes me feel all. Thanks to your relationship with Cait, action points regenerate faster if your health is below 25%. Which doesn't happen often, thank God. But still very, very cool. And in the heat of battle with legendary slow time, yeah, especially now that I'm on very hard, that could be very, very helpful. Cool. Awesome. Now, I already told you guys I have to decide if I'm going to go with, I guess, Danse or Nick next, or if I even need Danse for that next mission, but we can hold off for a bit. Looks like we have another quest to do, and this one is extremely interesting. That requires a key. We allowed to walk around, just kind of look around a little bit? This is all stealing, which I'm not interested in stealing. I don't want this guy's stuff. Just want to look around a little bit. An insane asylum. I knew there was more to the story. Fortunately for Charisma Jones, I was able to just, ask. And he was able to tell me. Huh. Really curious what's behind these doors. Everything's locked in here. Everything. Which isn't, that peculiar. Not super weird. Just taking a look, seeing what's around here. It's just everything is so nice, Huh. This is I was gonna say, this is a bathroom? God, the nicest bathroom. Grit's gonna be coming back to the Cabot house to take a crap for the rest of his life. This is amazing. Hey, buddy. I'm not, robbing you or anything. I'm just looking around. I'm not like that. Alright, Cait. I guess. Let's take a look here. Where is this? Oh, it's still down here. Talk to the guard captain. Show him map. Where is this place? The Parsons State Insane Asylum is, actually quite north. We've been to the Slog. So we're gonna have to go to the Slog, or maybe... Yeah, I guess one of these. The Slog is the closest. And then head north? Well, let's go to the Slog then. So here we are at the Slog. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember where this was, or why exactly. I'm just gonna get my gun out and try to be careful as we move forward. What was this place? The Slog.
And over here.
The crap? Oh. Have I been here before?
There we go.
Hello? I don't remember this place. Have I been here? I feel like I would remember. This doesn't really look familiar. Excuse me, sir?
Let's see now.
Hello?
Huh? Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Sorry, didn't mean to ignore you. Just got caught up in my work again. So, what do you think? Nice, isn't she?
Yeah, it's nice. Really nice.
You've got an eye for them too, huh? It's a genuine giddy-up buttercup. The 2076 Special Edition. Best toy on the market before the war. It's a shame, though. I don't have all the parts to get this old girl working again. Don't suppose you happen to have a spare crate of toy parts on you?
What do you need?
Omnidirectional servos, piezoelectric actuators, superconductive mesh wiring. This was top-of-the-line stuff, even before the war. You won't find it just lying around.
What would it be worth to you?
How about, say, 150 caps? Sound good?
Charisma Jones!
Come on. It's worth more to you than that.
All right. 225.
Charisma Jones!
You're asking me to put my life on the line to help you repair an old toy. You're gonna have to do better than that.
Fine. 300. But that really is all I can afford.
Charisma Wait, hold on. if that's all he can afford, then why would I ask for more? I feel bad. I also already have Cait's affinity, so I'm just gonna say that's good.
All right, I'll do it.
Thanks. This really means a lot to me. There's only one place to look for parts like this. The old Automatoys factory, south of Quincy. Not gonna lie, it's at the far end of the Commonwealth. That whole area's a death trap. Gunners and worse. You, on the other hand, well, you look like you've seen everything. I'm sure you can handle it. Now, where was I?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't always feel bad about asking for, more payment. But that was one of the times where I felt bad. Like, he seemed so genuine about his toy. And I felt really bad asking for more money. I couldn't go for the red reward. I don't even know what that would have given me. Alright, let's see. Wow, they got quite a thing going on over here. You want to chat?
Welcome to the Slog. We're the only tarberry bog in the Commonwealth.
Feel free to look around.
So what do you think of the place?
Tarberries, huh? I just recently found a bunch of those.
The Slog? How'd you come up with that name?
We didn't. It was the caravan traders who started that. I started this place a few years back, but couldn't think of a name for it. Then one day, one of the traders pulls up after it's been raining for hours and says he's never had to slog through so much mud in his life. I asked him if it was worth it, and he said, for the best tarberries in the Commonwealth, it was definitely worth it. Working here is like a slog through the mud. It's tough going and you'll get dirty doing it, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. You've probably noticed it's only ghouls around here. I used to live in Diamond City, until that rat bastard mayor threw me and all the other ghouls out. I decided that we ghouls should have a place where we could feel welcome, and that's mainly why I started up this farm.
Why did the mayor throw you out?
We're ugly. We turn feral and kill people. We gives the kids nightmares. All the usual stuff we get from you smoothskins. Now, it's true that there was one incident in Diamond City where a ghoul turned feral and someone got hurt. But I ask you this. How many humans have suddenly turned violent and killed someone? I've seen it more times than I care to admit. What if this place could be more than just a refuge for ghouls who aren't welcome elsewhere? What if it could also be an example of what we can do when we put our minds to something and work together? We want this to be a place that everyone looks forward to visiting, with smiling faces, good bargains, and great produce. Maybe we can make people take a second look, Maybe then they'd see that we're not monsters.
Anything I can do to help?
I appreciate the offer, but I think we're doing as much as can be done. If you want to put in a good word for us with the traders, that couldn't hurt. Why don't you take a look around? Deirdre's always looking to trade supplies for caps, and Holly could use a hand gathering tarberries. It's been good talking with you. I hope you'll visit us again.
It's a nice guy. Very nice guy.
I've got produce for sale, along with some other supplies we've scrounged up. Let me know if you want to trade.
Okay. Who's the other person?
Wiseman is a great man and a great leader. What's more, I owe him my life.
Hey there.
I used to live in Diamond City. I got into some trouble and it was Wiseman who bailed me out.
Seems like everyone's really nice here. Doing their thing, getting stuff done.
If you want to help us out, hop in the pool and gather some tarberries. I'll pay you caps for each one you bring me.
Huh. Just a little way of quickly gathering money. Is this radiated? No? Huh. So you can actually just jump in here and get them for him. Well, that's nice. Tarberry, 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 tarberry. Alright, so I grabbed up these tarberries. Let's see how much money you can, quickly earn from just grabbing that stuff.
You bring me tarberries, and I'll give you caps. If you're really lucky, Maybe I'll give you something else.
I'm not really interested, Holly. Me and Cait are actually going steady right now.
Bye.
Ready to get paid for those tarberries? Or are you here to, admire the goods?
Oh, wait, you really are coming on to me.
Tell me about these goods.
You're looking at 'em, hot stuff. I might be a ghoul, but I'm still all woman. So, what do you think?
Honestly, I'd try it.
I think you look pretty good.
Yeah? You're looking pretty damn fine yourself, stranger. I know I come on a little strong sometimes, but why wait around for someone to chase me? Oh, when I see something I like, I go after it. After all, we ghouls might live a long time compared to humans, but I won't be around forever. So, do you think you could ever see yourself, dating a ghoul?
I mean, honestly?
One day, maybe. I'm still getting over the loss of my wife.
Sort of.
I'm sorry. I feel like a complete fool. Do you want to talk about it?
My wife was murdered, and my son was kidnapped.
Oh, that's horrible. I can't even imagine what you must be going through. I'll say goodbye then. Good luck with everything.
Okay, but the tarberries, Holly, the tarberries.
Excuse me.
Ready to get paid for those tarberries? Or are you here to, admire the goods?
Holly has a very short-term memory and doesn't really remember that we just had a conversation about this.
Yeah, I'll take those caps now.
Here you go. 2 caps per berry. Thanks much.
Okay, not a ton of money, but still, I mean, easy money. Also, I really actually liked that they kind of dealt with the subject of sexuality and ghouls, which is something that maybe from time to time you may think about, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just weird. But, the sexual lives of the people in the wasteland will probably proceed, and you have to wonder about the ghouls, and I guess that they are still sexually active. I mean, it's not really something the games, I think, have ever addressed, at least not the ones that I've played. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, that's actually going to be it for today, and on a very strange note. Thank you so much for watching. Next episode, we'll continue on with the Cabot House quest. I don't know how I missed this place, because it was marked on my map. Like, apparently I've been here, but I've never talked to these people before, so it was really interesting getting a chance to meet Wise Man and Alan and Holly. Absolutely. Maybe I'll have to have another conversation with her in the near future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Stephen Plays Fallout 4.